Hello and welcome to the Savvy Money Show with me, your host Sean. If you haven't hit that like button, please do. If it helps with the YouTube algorithm and get the video out to more people. If you haven't subscribed it yet, please do. If you hit the bell notification, it'll let you know when the new videos are updated. Now, on with the show. And we're talking about the next Tesla. How many next Teslas is there going to be? And this is Nikola, sorry. We're going to go through the good and the bad. And you can make your own decision. Now, we've spoken before about Tesla, next Teslas, such as Neo and Enqua. You know, so many next Teslas. It's unbelievable. Now, I remember this company from a couple of years ago, and they were looking for funding. I think it was 2 to 5 years ago, and people were saying they're building their models out of clay. How can you trust a company that is building their models out of clay? That's what their prototypes are. No. They're not an electric vehicle maker. They're an electric vehicle maker, they're a hydrogen vehicle maker, and they're a hybrid electric and hydrogen. Could be a recipe for disaster, or it could be genius move. Problem is, till it starts, no one knows, because they don't actually produce yet. Now, they are expected to go public, but instead of an traditional IPO, what happened was vectoiq acquisition call is expected to take over Nikola in the second quarter of 2020, around about June, July time. And people have started jumping all over this. Now, I'll give you a bit of information. Sorry, I'm doing this live because people suddenly jumped over this. It was at $10 a share, vectoiq acquisition. I bought one share for the sake of the video, right? So please give me all your likes and subscriptions. If only for the fact that I'm buying shares purely, individual shares purely for the content of the video. Now, it doesn't exactly give much information on here, and you don't expect it to, because the company doesn't do anything. It was set up to acquire the Nikola. That's the reason it IPO'd, and they used the money to bring on more information, bring on more of it. Now, the guy in charge, Hamilton, he's done nothing in the past. Now, this isn't a spec play, this is a super spec play. You have different levels of speculative play. You have the growth stocks like Tesla, which is speculative, and I'm talking about speculative from when it was $200 to now it's still speculative. And you then have medium speculative. You now have super speculative, purely because they haven't produced anything. The guy in charge hasn't done anything in his past. There's a lot of negative. with Elon Musk, he'd done things in his past. He had, the most notable was PayPal. Now, you have to see, there's no revenue yet. They expect it in 2021, but there's no revenue yet. Tesla has has some revenue coming in, but it took a while for them to get revenue in, and took billions of dollars. They had to fundraise about $10 billion for their superhighway. They haven't even started with a superhighway yet. They have an exciting product. If you look on their website, they have an exciting product. They have beautiful looking massive trucks. They're talking about a semi. They have dune buggies. They even have ski jets. Now, but the problem you come back to is you have an unproven leader. Why would you have an unproven leader? You know, it's like having me at the helm. Me, I never even went to college or university. The one thing for them, they have good financial backing from a company that has over $20 billion in assets, CHNY. And this company backs a lot of companies, and it has a lot of people on their staff. Now, this hydrogen vehicles, the reason Musk went into electric vehicles instead of hydrogen, Elon Musk said hydrogen was very hard to do, especially on an economics stage. It's hard to do and make it stable, and it's hard to do and make it commercially worthwhile. There's a lot of investor excitement about this because they have created a lot of investor excitement. And I will put in a video down below in the description, in the link, that will show one that they have sent out. The thing that gets me a bit worried is they also sent out some stuff on TikTok, like as if they're spreading a rumor mill, you know. Now, if it works, it could be a massive opportunity. People are saying now, oh, I wish I bought Tesla at $400. Wish I bought it at $300 or $200 or $100. Or what about when it was $50 and people thought it was going to go bankrupt? Now, this is at $20. Now, this is saying that Nikola core is going to be offered at $10, and then it's going to, like, when it merges with Nikola core merges with vectoiq, it will become a new company and be offered at $10. Now, as I said, I bought it over $20 for purpose of the show, but if it's going to be offered at $10, why are you people rushing in to buy at $20? You know, it could be that you need 3 shares of vectoiq for 1 share of the new share of Nikola. Or you don't know, it could be any amount. Why not wait for the merger and then take the new share? Or of course it could be the other way around. It could be 1 share of Vector, it could be 100 shares. And then if you want to take a chance, you buy the new one. But at the same time, it's a fairly cheap valuation. Very cheap. So this is a case of, if you're going to go into it, and I'm not suggesting you are, I'm not suggesting you go into it, I'm not suggesting you stay away from it, but if you're going to go into it, if you're going to put $1,000 into it or whatever amount, it's got to be the amount that you put in there, You leave it, you forget about it. You don't check on it for 5-10 years down the line. And because that amount has got to be an amount you can afford to lose. And that's just, other than that, there's only one other thing I can say. They're trying to run before they can walk. If you remember with Tesla, when they come out with their first vehicle, a sedan, it was expensive and only the rich could afford it. It was one vehicle. And as they brought in more money, they come out with more vehicles. And they come out with more products. Now they're trying to come out with an expensive truck. They're trying to bring out a semi. Trying to bring out a dune buggy. Trying to bring out a ski jet. To show how versatile they are. And other products as well. I hear rumours of bikes and all this stuff. Now, Tesla did it the right way. They brought out one product, classed it as a niche product, and sold some, and used that money to, while they're improving that product, to bring out other products. Now, each assembly line, if you have an assembly line for one product, it's a lot cheaper and a lot easier. Now, for each one of these products, you're going to need a separate assembly line, and you're going to need different separate parts. A lot of Tesla's reduction in costs has been where they got the front of the car down from 28 separate parts to one part. Now with this, they haven't got to that part yet, and they're trying to bring out 4 different vehicles at the same time, which would bring out the truck, which would have got all the orders for. We've got something like $22 billion worth of pre-orders, if that's true. And that would, and that would help secure them. But then again, they need to have the highway system set up so that they can charge it along the highway. It needs to be a stable highway system. Now, we need to think again. NIO was the next Tesla. I've spoken about them a lot. When they come out, when the same investor that invested in Tesla invested in NIO, they were at $12 a share. Now they're between $3 and $4 a share. You have to think to yourself, when NIO first came out, they were above that. So you've got to think to yourself, if this company first comes out, is it worth this? They haven't produced anything yet. They've got the concept of an idea. NIO was so big because they had the concept of an idea. They were so highly priced, and now they're so low priced because of their debt, and they needed $1 billion just to stay afloat for this year. They managed to get that funding, but they have to create a new company which gives 15% to the investors, and the other the other 85% they keep hold of, and when they get more money, because it comes in 5 tranches, then another 10% goes to investors. But NIO are producing not just one thing, they're producing the battery swapping technology, which Musk couldn't perfect and gave up on. They're producing a high range cars 3 different types of cars. Their supercar just beat the world record for any type of car on a lap, whether it's combustion engine or electric or diesel. They have the AI car all set up and already being sold. Like the Tesla car, their updates can be done over the cloud. All this is set up. They have all this set up, but it's cost them so much that their share price has tanked. Because there is no one who is as good a fundraiser as Elon Musk. I mentioned it in my Carnival review. How Carnival was buying back shares when they were at a high, and they were releasing shares when they were at a low. Now, Tesla, Elon Musk does the opposite. When he sees the shares at a high, he releases shares on the market. That's why when he released that tweet about, in my opinion, Tesla shares are too high, I expected him to be releasing shares. And the only reason he didn't, I think, is because so many people were unemployed. Now, I think he may do after Battery Day. That's why I'm not buying up now. However, with this, as I say, I bought 1 share, I'm not buying any more. When it merges, only what you can afford to lose. Now, because, to tell the truth, I would rather put in a Neo, because they're producing, rather than these guys. And if these guys start producing and start selling, alright, I may not be able to pick them up at $10, $20 a share. It may be $50 or $100 a share, like Tesla doubled. But it won't be $900 a share. But at least then they will have been producing. And I would get a better idea market. But I wouldn't put anyone off of investing in this. I'm merely giving you the evidence you need so you can make a decision. They have an exciting looking product, and they have produced a lot of excitement out there. So that is why people are in there. I mean, you've got to remember when Teslas first hit the UK, because they were so expensive, same as when they first came out in America. I bought an electric car at that time. I needed to buy a car. We went electric. We wouldn't go back. But my Nissan, I negotiated a new deluxe one with a car salesman, and I got him down from 30k to 19k with the colour I wanted, with extra pieces and all this bells and whistles. And a Tesla at the time, a basic Tesla, was between 70 and 80k, and there wasn't any Tesla charging points around. Whereas with the Nissan Leaf Deluxe version, there was loads. There's over 1,000 charging points in London. I didn't even have to have one put up at my house, purely because I'll go shopping, I'd do my shopping, I'll put it on charge, do my shopping, come out, it was charged. And I didn't even have to pay for the membership to get it charged. That's why Tesla isn't breaking the UK market. That's why Tesla isn't breaking the Chinese market. They've dropped 64% in sales because Neo is breaking it. So this company, they have to produce first of all, and then they will come out at a high price in order to, so that they can break even, so that they can survive. Once they do, once they can get their costs down, once they can be selling a price that people want to pay, then they can grow. At the moment, they're not a growth stock. They not even a speculative stock. They are a super speculative stock. I understand people are saying, well, Tesla is $850, $900 a share. I can get 80 shares for this. Tesla's doing something. Look how many shares you can get a NIO with it. But at the same time, I wouldn't say don't do it. I'd say, yeah, it makes sense. But I would split it. As I say, usually when a company gets taken over or merged or something, they do it in either 3 or 6 or something like that. I would get, if you're going to spend that amount, the same as a share for Tesla, I would get 60, and then the rest in NIO, and then another share in Tesla. If that is the way you want to break into this market. But at the moment, I'm not buying Tesla shares because I think they will drop, because I think he will release more shares on the market. NIO, I've already bought up after I did last video. This one, I'm waiting until the merger. I bought that one share for the video alone, and I think that deserves a like and subscribe. If you have any comments below, please put in the comments below. And if you're looking for a platform to buy them on, then please check out either Stake, Trading 212 or Freetrade. You'll get a free share for signing up and depositing. With Freetrade, you only need £1. With Stake, it instantly converts it into dollars. And you could win a share up to $200. Anyway, that's all from me. I'll see you later.